Hi, my name's Nick Burnham and I'm here on the River Thames today on a chilly January day looking at this, which is a Stevens 1375 Valette. These are made by the Smeln Yard out in Holland, and in fact in most of Europe these are called Smeln boats, but over in the UK they're referred to as Stevens. It's a steel construction boat, it's your typical Holland cruiser, and we're going to have a look on board and show you exactly what this is all about. Now the interesting thing about these boats is they are completely customisable. In fact, the UK dealer Carl Farrant Marine Sales told me that really the range brochure is no more than suggestions list, and you can do pretty much whatever you want with these boats. Now the big fundamental thing about this one is it's an aft cabin layout, but they did do these with an aft cockpit layout as well. But it goes much further than that. You'll find these, this is a 1375, you'll find these as 1300s, 1325s, 1350s and so on. They're all the same boat, in fact. Those last two numerals refer to the arrangement at the back of the boat, so the bathing platform, how big it is and what different style it is. Now on this one, this is just a great big entertaining area up here. Your helmet's up here as well, of course, and the backrest of this seat here will flop forwards so that you've got this as a huge social area if you want it. But the real big news on this boat, of course, is inside. Now it's down here that these boats get really customisable. This really is a completely blank sheet of paper for the first owner. And what the owner of this particular boat wanted was he wanted this as a really good living space. The boat was designed for living on, and he wanted to make this the focus of cooking, eating and entertaining. So what he's got on this one is a massive settee that runs around this side of the boat, and opposite that there's an equally massive galley area. It's absolutely huge. I've seen smaller kitchens in houses. And that makes this the focal area, and then of course he's got his cabins either end from there. Now quite often on these boats you will find that there's a dinette down here in the galley, but of course because he's put everything up here, they've actually extended this saloon area a lot further forward. It's made this area much bigger, but that's also made this a little smaller down here. But they've used it very well. There's a neat little desk over on this side. It's a chart area or whatever you want it to be. Your heads is opposite that. And the forward cabin, again, normally you'll find B berths. With this guy, he's put twin bunk beds in there. And the reason he's done that is all about storage. There is masses of storage. There's huge wardrobes everywhere. In fact, there's 10 wardrobes on this boat. And again, it goes back to that livability. It's something that they can spend some serious amounts of time on and not feel that they're falling over their own gear. Now finally there is the aft cabin, and you can see what I mean about wardrobes. They are everywhere in this boat. You've got a central double bed in here, and there's a really interesting facet about this cabin because when it was originally ordered it had a big shower area over on this side, which it's still got, but no toilet. The toilet was right up at the other end of the boat, and when this came to be sold by the first owner that was a bit of an issue because most people on a boat of this size want two toilets. There's an interesting facet about Smeln yachts, which is that they will undertake a massive amount of retro customisation. And what they've done on this boat is they fitted a complete heads over here, so it's got a separate toilet. You'd never know that that had been retrofitted. It looks completely original, and it's restored the two cabin, two heads layout that most people want. And talking of customisation, the one thing I haven't spoken about is engines, and the reason for that is because again, you can pretty much have what you want. On this boat, the original owner opted for a pair of D3 110 horsepower shaft drive diesel engines. The speed's pretty much the same. It's a displacement boats, whether you have single or twin, you're looking at about 10 knots flat out, cruising between 6 and 8.